friends, how are you all? I think you are all fine today. Let me introduce myself. I am Gayatri from TTWRJC Girls Vaira. I am studying 9th class. Today I am going to present my topic I have chosen from physical science subject. Friends, maybe you are eagerly waiting to listen my topic, yeah? Shall we start? Okay. I want to say one thing to you all. Every human being should meet his basic needs. Do you know, friends, what they are? The basic needs are food, shelter, cloth. These three are the most important basic needs to every human being in their life. Friends, today I am in front of you discussing one of the basic needs. It is a cloth. Cloth is very essential to us. It keeps our body clean, neat, and it gives warmth to us. Friends, do you know how these cloths are made? A cloth is made up of a fiber. Fiber is nothing but a thin thread of a natural or artificial substance, especially that are used to make clothes. And these fibers are classified into two types, natural fibers and artificial fibers. First we discuss about natural fibers. The natural fibers are nothing but the fiber which we get from our nature. They are called as natural fibers. First, these natural fibers are obtained from natural resources like from cotton, wool, silk. These are some examples for the natural fibers. Now I am going to show some of the examples for the natural fibers. This is the one example for the natural fiber. It is a cotton fiber. This is a fiber of silk fiber. It is also a natural fiber. This is a one type of natural fiber. It is a wool fiber. And like this we get the natural fibers from the natural resources. We get cotton from the cotton plants, silk from the silkworms, and wool from the sheep. Like this, we get the natural fibers from the natural resources. In olden days, they used only natural fibers. By increasing the population day by day, the synthetic fibers of a natural fibers decreasing. For that, scientists introduced one type of synthetic fiber that is called artificial fibers. Artificial fibers are also known as synthetic fibers. Friends, I think you all got what is my topic today. So, today my topic is about synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are nothing but the fibers which are man-made fibers are called synthetic fibers. The synthetic fibers are made up of a one type of structure. It is a polymer. Polymer is nothing but polymer is a large molecule made up of chain or rings of a repeating units. Each identical unit is called polymer. Polymer is a word derived from Greek. Poly means many, mer means a part of unit. Here, the polymer also known as structural units. These structural units and every units are called monomer unit. For understanding these concepts of monomer and polymer, now I am going to do a simple activity. First of all, I am going to take, these are the beads and joining them together. Then they form a chain-like structure. In this chain-like structure, every units are called monomer unit. These are the chain-like structure. In these units are called monomer unit. This chain-like structure is formed by a polymer. And again, one another example is now I am going to take paper clips and joining them together. Then they form a chain-like structure. This chain-like structure is formed by a polymer. Every units of these chain-like structures are called monomer units. And these chain-like structures are formed like this chain-like substance. This is about polymer and monomer. Friends, I think you all got what is polymer, what is monomer. First and these natural fibers are obtained from petroleum based on chemicals. These petrochemicals subjected in many various chemical processes to obtain synthetic fibers. The synthetic fibers are, due to this, they are called as artificial fibers. Okay friends, now I am going to do one of the, ask some small question. Okay, which fiber source is called natural, which fiber source is not exhaustible fiber? Can you give answer for me? Yes, it is the right answer. The synthetic fibers are called not exhaustible fibers. Because of, it is a reason behind that these synthetic fibers are not exhaustible because of it has natures like elastic, lightweight, lustrous and easy for maintenance. So this is the reason behind why these synthetic fibers are not exhaustible. Friends, by this we can think that which are exhaustible fibers. Can you answer me anyone? Yes, it is the right answer. The natural fibers are exhaustible fibers. Because of the natural fibers are decreasing day by day for increasing the population day by day. This is the reason behind why the natural fibers are exhaustible. I think friends, you all got which are exhaustible fibers and which are not exhaustible fibers. Okay friends, now we discuss some synthetic fibers. Some synthetic fibers like nylon, rayon, acrylic and polyester. These are some examples for these synthetic fibers. First, we discuss about for these fiber we not identify by a visual inspection. For that, now I am going to do a fiber burning test to identify which are natural fibers and which are artificial fibers. First of all, I am going to take a candle and burning this candle. Okay, now I am going to take one of the thread-like structure. Now I am going to burn this fiber. This fiber is getting the smell of a burning hair. If the fiber catches fire easily and smells like a burning hair, then that fibers are called as nylon or rayon fibers. And again I am going to take other fiber and burning it. If the fiber melt on the flame, then that fibers are called nylon or acrylic fibers. And again I am going to take another fiber and burning it. If the fiber smells like a cotton, then that cotton or rayon fibers, then that fibers are called as cotton or rayon fibers. And again, lastly, I am going to take one of the fiber and burning it. If the fiber melt on the flame and catches fire easily and which fiber strings on the flame and form a black colored bead, then that fibers are called polyester fiber. Like this, we can identify which are natural fibers and which are artificial fibers by a fiber burning test. This is about how to identify natural fibers and artificial fibers. I think friends, you all got how to identify natural fibers and artificial fibers. Okay, let us discuss about nylon fiber. Nylon is a polymer made up of chemical units. Here the nylon is the most common used synthetic fiber. The nylon fibers are first production of nylon is started in New York and London. The nylon got name as NY for the New York and LON for the London. Then these nylon fibers became popular during Second World War. This is a small history of nylon fibers. Let us discuss the preparation process of a nylon fiber. The nylon is prepared from coal, water, air, etc. And these nylon fibers, in this nylon fiber, there is a one type of nylon fiber. It is a nylon 6,6 polymer. Here, the polyethylene is formed by and obtained from the polymerization. Ethylene molecules join together to form a polyethylene. Here, this polyethylene undergoes polymerization and here, once look here. Here, adipic acid is added with the hexamethylene diamine at high temperature, high pressure into a condensation reaction and polymerization. Here, these polymerization occur by a condensation reaction, which is a reaction with two molecules to form a large molecule by the loss of water molecule. In the preparation process of a nylon 6,6, here these adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine are added each other and it goes under the polymerization and condensation. Here when these two chemicals are added each other, they form a bond form. This bond form loses a water molecule. These water molecule in this reaction, they form a number of water molecules by the loss of a bond formation. This is like this. Lastly, from these spinnerets we get the thread-like structures. They are called a new fiber nylon 6,6 polymer fibers. This is a preparation process of a nylon 6,6 polymer. Let us discuss uses of a nylon fiber. The nylon fibers are a strong, elastic, lightweight, and these fibers absorb less water and dry it faster. In our daily life, we are using many articles made up of these nylon fibers like toothbrush bristles, ropes, fishing net, tents, saris, socks, and some sleeping bags and other dress materials we are using in our daily life. made up of these nylon fibers. The nylon fibers are mostly used in preparation for the parachute, and rock climbers use the most nylon ropes because of the nylon is a strong and it is lightweight fiber, so they are using for the rock climbing, they are using the rock climbers using the nylon ropes. And these nylon fibers are used for manufacturing parachutes, umbrella cloths, etc. And let us discuss disadvantages of this nylon fiber. This nylon fabric catches fire easily and melt on the flame. We should not wear these nylon cloths while working or cooking near a fire. This is about disadvantages of nylon fibers. Let us discuss about a rayon fiber. We know friends, the natural silk which is get from the silkworms. The natural silk is very expensive, and this natural silk production, maintenance, it is a difficult process. For that, scientists introduced one type of artificial fiber, that is rayon fiber. These rayon fibers became towards 19th century, and this rayon fiber first factory in India is established in Kerala in 1946 year. This is a small history of rayon fiber. Let us discuss preparation process of a rayon fiber. The rayon is prepared from coal, water and etc. These rayon fibers are prepared from the plant cellulose. The plant cellulose is collected from the wood pulp, bamboo pulp, and these cellulose is added with the sodium hydroxide solution. Next it is added with the carbon disulfide. When these two chemicals are added completely with this cellulose, it gives a yellow colored syrup that is called viscose. This viscose is forced through the heat spinneret into a dilute sulfuric acid, then they form a new fiber called as it is a rayon fiber. This is the preparation process of a rayon fiber. Let us discuss uses of rayon fibers. The rayon fibers are mostly found in diapers, bandages and making wound for our linens for the wounds, and in many uses we are using these rayon fibers. The rayon fibers are used for fashioning the homes and fashion designings. When the rayon is mixed with wool, it gives carpets. When the rayon is mixed with cotton, it gives dress materials, aprons, bed sheets, caps, etc. Like this, we form and made a nylon with rayon fiber, many other dress materials and many fabrics. Okay, these rayon fibers are, let us discuss disadvantages of this rayon fiber. The rayon fiber are not a perfect fiber because of these are made by one type of cellulose. It is collected from the bamboo pulp or wood pulp. These wood pulp and bamboo pulp are collected from the plants. Plants absorb more water, so these fibers also absorb more water and catches fire. These fibers absorb more water, so they become very dull and easily can broken. So for these rayon fibers, we have to use in limits. These are the disadvantages of rayon fibers. Let us discuss about acrylic fiber. These acrylic fibers, in our daily life, we use blankets, shalwars and wear sweaters. In our daily life, friends, we know that this is the season of winter. Why we wear in the season of winter wool cloths? Because of we wear to become our body warm. For that we wear these cloths. And maybe you think, friends, these are made up of a natural wool, but these not fibers are made up of a natural wool. These are made up of one type of synthetic fiber. It is called acrylic fiber. Friends, we know that in our India, the population is increasing day by day. For that, these wool fibers are decreasing. Once imagine, friends, from how many sheep we have to take these wool? We have to kill many of these sheep. For that, scientists introduced that one type of fiber, that is a acrylic fiber. The acrylic fibers generally called fake fur because of it looks like a natural wool, but it is not a natural wool. So this is a small history of acrylic fiber. Let us discuss the preparation process of a acrylic fiber. First we discuss these acrylic fibers is combination from prepared coal, water, air, limestone and oil. Like this, from the spinneret, there are two types of spinnings, wet spinning and dry spinning. From wet spinning, we get the polymers are solidified and dried out, spun from the spinnerets, and in dry spinning, the polymers are warmed by the air and evaporated. Like this, lastly from the spinneret, we get a thread-like structure that is called as a acrylic fiber. Let us discuss uses of acrylic fiber. The acrylic fiber is mostly used for making of sweater, shawls, blankets, fleece, socks, etc. And these acrylic fibers are used in manufacturing of upholsteries, these craft hands, making of luggage hangings and vehicle covers, etc. These like this in many manufacturings, the acrylic fibers are used because of they are elastic fibers. For that they are using these acrylic fibers in many manufacturings. This is the uses of acrylic fiber. Let us discuss about polyester fiber. Polyester fiber is the most commonly used synthetic fiber, and this polyester fiber, when the polyester is mixed with cotton, it gives a polycot. When the polyester is mixed with wool, it gives a polywool. When the terylene is mixed with cotton, it gives terrycot. When the terylene is mixed with wool, it gives terrywool. Like this, we can observe in our daily life, one fiber is mixed with another fiber. These are like this, the synthetic fibers of a polyester are useful in our daily life. These so further combination of one fiber to one fiber, the polyester are quite suitable for making of a dress materials. And these polyester fibers absorb less water and dry at faster rate. Let us discuss preparation process of a polyester fiber. The first, these polyester fibers are produced from terephthalic acid and added with the dimethylene ether. These two solutions are added with the lastly dihydric alcohol. As like a nylon process, from the spinneret we get a thread-like structure. It is a new fiber called polyester fiber. This is the preparation process of a polyester fiber. Let us discuss uses of polyester fiber. These polyester fibers are used for making suits, jacket, t-shirts, shirts, tweezers, saris and other dress materials. Like this, in our daily life, the polyester are useful, and these polyester fibers are quite suitable for making dress materials. Not only for making of fabrics and dress materials, these polyester fibers are useful in our daily life for making from soda bottles to boats. Friends, have you heard about PET? PET is a familiar form of a polyester. Here the PET means polyethylene terephthalate. This PET is used for making of utensils, boards and some films, wires, etc. and many useful products. We are using this PET. PET is one form of a polyester fiber. These are the uses of polyester fiber. Let us discuss, friends, why we combine a fiber. Fibers we combine because, friends, when you observe that when you buy the new clothes or ready-made dress materials, on that you find a brand label. That brand label shows like that when the rayon is mixed with wool, cotton, and polyester is mixed with wool and cotton, even the nylon is mixed with polyester. It shows like that on that brand label, one fiber is mixed with another fiber. What is that process called? That process is called blending process. The combining of two different fabrics into a single fabric, that is called blending. The blending is created the unique different textures are created by this blending. When a fiber is added with the other fiber, the first quality fiber is added with the second fiber quality, then these two fiber quality gives a best quality fiber. This blending reduces the limitation of the fibers, and when the terylene is mixed with cotton, it is give terrycot. Like this, we have many uses by this blending. Here the blending is nothing but it is this blending process gives when one combining fiber is combined with other fiber. These two combining fibers are called blending process. Here the blending process fibers gives more comfortable to us. This is about blending process. Friends, let us discuss why the synthetic fibers are useful in our daily life. The synthetic fibers are more useful in our daily life. Examples, we have some examples and I am going to show some of the cloths. These are some cloths made up of these synthetic fibers. These are the cloths of some synthetic fibers. Examples like nylon, rayon, acrylic and polyester. Okay, now I am showed some cloths. They have some several characteristics like they has durable, less expensive, readily available and easy for maintenance. In our daily life, we are using many articles made up of these nylon fibers and many other synthetic fibers like toothbrush bristles, saris, fishing nets, ropes and shoots, blankets, sweaters, etc. Like this, in our daily life, we are using many articles made up of these synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are more useful in our daily life, not only making for the fabrics but also used in making for all the things. And these synthetic fiber catches fire easily and melt on the flame. For the protection, we have to wear apron while working near fire or in a laboratories or near a heavy machineries. Like this, we have to protect it from these synthetic fibers while working near fire. Like this, we have uses by these synthetic fibers. Like this, we are using in our daily life these synthetic fibers. Friends, let us discuss advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers. First, friends, we discuss advantages. Advantages means the synthetic fibers are more durable compared to natural fiber. The synthetic fibers absorb less water and dry it faster. The synthetic fibers do not shrink and do not lose their colors while washing. The synthetic fibers are useful in our daily life in many articles made up of for the making that wool, silk, cloths and other etc. Like this, we are using many articles made up of these synthetic fibers in our daily life. Like this, we have advantages of synthetic fibers. Let us discuss disadvantages of synthetic fibers. The synthetic fibers catches fire easily and melt on heat. The synthetic fibers are not biodegradable. Some synthetic fibers are not good for the human skin. Some synthetic fibers like catches fire easily. For the protection, we have to wear aprons while working near a fire. Like this, we have more disadvantages of synthetic fibers, advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Friends, I think you all got what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Friends, let us take a reminiscence about this topic. Okay, now I am going to do a reminiscence. Here, reminiscence is nothing but recalling the class. Okay, first we discussed about a fiber. What is fiber? Fiber is a thin thread of a natural or artificial substance, especially that are used to make clothes. It's the fiber, no? Yeah. Here the fibers are classified into two types, natural fibers and artificial fibers. Natural fibers are nothing but the fibers which we get from our nature, they are called natural fibers. The fibers, man-made fibers are synthetic fibers. Okay friends, what is my topic today? My topic is the synthetic fibers. These synthetic fibers are more useful in our daily life. I explained some examples like nylon, rayon, acrylic and polyester. These are some examples for these synthetic fibers, and these synthetic fibers are like this we have discussed in our daily life advantages, disadvantages, how the synthetic fibers examples like nylon, rayon, acrylic are prepared, what are the uses of these fibers we have discussed in our daily life. So friends, lastly my conclusion about this topic. Okay, I think friends you all got an idea about what is synthetic fibers and what are the uses of synthetic fibers, how these synthetic fibers are useful in our daily life. I am here with this topic to present to know about what we are wearing, how they are useful in our daily life and which are essential fibers to us. The synthetic fibers are more essential fibers and these fibers are more useful in our daily life. For example, when we use cotton fiber, they absorb more water and they are there will be easily can wrinkle. But whenever we use blended fiber, when one fiber is mixed with another fiber, like this we are using blended fibers in our daily life. Like this, the synthetic fibers are useful and introduced in our day-to-day life. Many articles of synthetic fibers we are useful in our daily life. The synthetic fibers are durable, less expensive, readily available and easy for maintenance. So, we have number of uses of these synthetic fibers in our daily life. Okay, these synthetic fibers are not only used for making of dress materials, fabrics, but also used in making of other productions and many usefuls. This is my conclusion about this topic. Okay friends, I want to give my vote of thanks to R.S. Praveen Kumar, our IPS sir. He was a secretary of Gurukulam institutions. He given a good opportunity to me speak in front of you like this and present my topic. And I thankful our principal ma'am, Nagendra ma'am and my guide teacher, P. Rajni ma'am. They given more guidance and my friends also given more guidance to present my topic like this in front of you. Thank you to one and all.